Do looks matter when it comes to attracting women? That's today's video topic. That's what we're going to be covering. I think I'm going to start heading more and more towards this direction, just so I can create some different content, because I don't want it just to be about retention and then also nofap. So that's why I'm going to be doing more and more videos of this. Like how I said, I'm going to do the 1, 7, 14, 21 days and all that. But anyways, guys, do looks matter? So first point I want to cover is, this is something that I noticed in the gym. The good looking guys, they get all the attention from the chicks. They interact with the girls and all that. They just conversate, and it's something that, it's natural for them. And I pay attention to also the people that are kind of out of shape, which, give them props. They're showing up to the gym. They're at least putting on effort. They're one of the people that, they at least show up and they start putting in some work. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some sweat. It's going to take some tears. That's one thing that you guys do have to keep in mind if you guys are considering working out, which I highly recommend, because you know what? When you start working out, you're going to start being more and more confident in your physique. You're going to just be feeling better, and then you're going to be doing so much good for yourself. You're going to increase your testosterone, which your testosterone is going to help you out with feeling more and more energetic, more happy, and a bunch of tons of other things, guys. So start working out, man. If you're lazy, I do understand, but the hardest part is just showing up. Once you show up, you're like, shit, you know what, I might as well work out. But yeah, so pay attention to the people in the gym and all that. So like going back to what I was talking about, the guys that are pretty much in shape, they get more and more attention, or I see them walking in with their girlfriends. So this shows me that you take care of your body, you start making it look appealing. Well, guess what? You're going to start attracting more and more women into your life. And this is something that I noticed within myself as well. So, I get people like, you can tell when they kind of check you out. It's just something that you got to pay attention to. You have to be aware of it. Just go to your day-to-day basis. You can be walking through the store. It could be the way how you're dressed. If you're dressed real nice, well, guess what? You might get some attention. But if you're out of shape and you dress real nice, it's not going to hit the same as, a buff dude, or a dude that is really good looking and he dresses nice on top of that. He's going to be turning heads and all that. And keep in mind, guys, women are visual creatures as well. You guys probably think women aren't visual, they're more based off personality. But here's the thing, everybody judges off the cover of a book. So they pay attention to the title, they look at the cover, what's the design on it. So if you guys understand what that reference means, well, you have to be appealing. You have to make sure your first impression is important. I mean, deep down, you may be a really great story underneath, but nobody's gonna ever open up that book or that story if the title and the cover of it just isn't appealing to it. It looks like trash, it looks like garbage, and you're like, I don't want to touch that book. So it's one of those things that you have to take into consideration, that looks really do matter. And then on top of this, guys, I'm going to give you guys a little bit more in depth. This is something that I notice more and more. So it also depends on your age. So going back to the gym, this is something that I noticed. The guys that are older, they're the ones with, the good looking chicks, the younger chicks and all that, the better choice, the best way to put it, guys. I don't want to be too rude or too mean, but it's the reality, guys. It's just what I noticed. The older they are, the younger of the girls they have, and the beautiful more they are. So it's one of those things that just pay attention to. If you guys start working out, pay attention to what I'm talking about, see if I'm right or wrong. It don't really matter. I don't really give a shit. But anyways, guys, looks do matter. So there's several ways you can pretty much start working on your appearance. Start working on that cover of the book, start working on that title, start changing it up, start wording it a certain direction. So here's the thing, start getting haircuts, or start working out on your jawline, start building that body. So like me, I'm getting my biceps on, I'm getting them bigger, I'm trying to work on my shoulders, trying to work on my traps, trying to work overall the whole physique, trying to make it better. On top of that, guys, it also depends on how you dress as well. So if you dress like shit, well, guess what, people are gonna be like, that guy doesn't have no style. Which, I'll be honest, I don't have style, guys. I pretty much just buy brand names or whatever. It's a little bit more of a premium, but they have more of a style towards them. So that's kind of why I do that. So Young LA, I'm not sponsored with them or anything, but I really do like the way how their clothing is. This other brand that I'm wearing right now, you know, I gotten like compliments off of like the shirt. They're like, oh, I like the way how that shirt looks. And you know, you hear that a couple times, you're like, oh shit, this shirt is actually good. So just pretty much find out on your style. There's plenty of YouTubers, plenty of other channels that cover that. Another thing you guys want to work on is, you know, finding the right hairstyle for you. So it's one of those things that, you know, just practice, get different haircuts, like, oh, you know what, I actually think I look better with this haircut. Or you can just go straight up, go to the barber and be like, you know what, do whatever you want. That's normally what I do. Just, you know, leave me a little bit of hair on the top or whatever you guys want to do. But normally I just tell them, hey, do whatever you want, just make me look good. And for the most part, they'll give you a pretty good haircut. And this is just a personal tip, you know, good haircuts should at least last over 30 minutes in my opinion, and they're going to probably cost you around 30 bucks. Anyways, another thing is going to be facial hair. So with facial hair, you know, you can hide that extra chin, you know, if you guys are a little bit on the heavier side. So this is something with me, you know, I'm trying to put a bulk on, and so far I improved my physique. It's looking a whole lot better. And this extra facial hair, you know, actually helps out with covering that little extra chin. You know, that double chin, that's the worst case scenario, is if you guys have a double chin, which I highly doubt you guys do, but some of you may have that. Anyways, next important part, you know, get a gym membership and start working out, start improving on your physique. There's plenty of YouTube channels out there on how to work out, different workout styles. There's programs out there which, I'll be honest with you guys, you don't need to really pay for a program. Just watch YouTube videos, start picking up, start learning about the muscles, and then most importantly, your dieting. That's the hardest part, which is dieting. But once you guys get that down, you'll start noticing a difference in your physique, and you're going to start getting more and more confident. And then the next couple steps, if you guys want to, you know, presenting the cover, is going to be, you know, start... What I meant to say, guys, is, sorry, excuse me for that. After you work on the cover, the title, and all that, you want to start working on the chapters, the story, the details behind it, what's written in the book. So make sure your intro is really interesting. So most importantly, you know, for a book, so you guys kind of understand, you know, the cover has to be real appealing, which that's what you guys are working on. This is going to go a little bit more in depth for you guys, to give you guys a little bit additional information. Work on the title so it's catchy, which is going to be your physique. Make sure it's a little bit flashy or whatever it is. Make sure you're really looking good, really looking on top on the game, whatever style you guys are going for. After that, your first title, your first chapter, I mean, you know, you want to make sure it sticks. It's really important. The beginning has to be real important. Then after that, you know, the middle of the book don't really matter, and then the ending of the book, you want to make sure the ending is real good as well. So anyways, going back to like your first couple chapters, you want to make sure it's real good. So start increasing your confidence, start increasing, you know, your personality, going out, socializing. And this is going to go into like other steps, guys, which I'm not going to really go too much into. But the main part of this video, guys, before we wrap it up, is, you know, start working on your appearance, start making yourself look more and more attractive, because at the end of the day, looks do matter. You guys want me to go a little bit more in depth on, you know, about the chapters of the book, what you should be working on, I might end up making a couple other videos on that. Like I said, I think I'm going to start making more and more content towards this. But anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. So don't forget, looks do matter. Start getting in shape, start making yourself look really appealing, and start working on that cover and that title to your book. Anyways, guys, don't forget to drop me a thumbs up. Also, if you're new to the channel, you might want to consider checking out some of my other videos. But anyways, thank you guys for joining me here today, and I hope you guys have a great day, and you guys take care.